Hello everyone, my name is Christian and welcome to my hobby blog. So today we are doing the first episode of the Vinegar Syndrome September 2022 package series of videos. So this one will be more of an unboxing, and I'm very excited to kind of notice that this is a very MGM heavy month. I was looking at the spines here and all of it said MGM except for one of them, which that other one is one that I am very excited about. But this month is full of bangers. Two of them I know for sure I'm going to love. One of them I may love, and then one I doubt I will love, but we will see. They're all spooky movies for the most part. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, I did not go ahead and switch out the alternate art on the package. So I'm just going to do my normal show the movie and then read the back and kind of give my impressions. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the 4K for the month. I believe they only did one 4K, but this is one that for many people, they may not know that I have a history with this movie. I talked about it a lot during my guest appearance on Daisuke Beppu's interview with me. And I talked about how this movie was one that I almost got to watch when I was like 6 or 7 years old. Because my mom, I had a dentist appointment or something, and my mom got me out of school early. We went to it, and she was like, yeah, let's just go to Blockbuster, and went a spooky movie. This was around October, of course. And, it's just me and you. Let's watch a spooky movie. And so we went to Blockbuster, and this was the movie that she had in the front of her mind that she wanted to watch with me. And it was this and Poltergeist that she was wanting to sort of watch with me. And we got to the counter, and the clerk was like, hey, is that your son? Is he going to be watching this film here with you? And my mom was like, yeah, we want to have a, mom and son spooky, day. And he was like, ma'am, this movie is very, violent and scary. I don't think your son can handle it. Little did he know I had been, watching quite a few scary movies by that point on G4 TV, that gaming TV channel. But he had no idea about that. So he was kind of like, oh, that's too scary for him, which I'm sure it is. I still haven't seen it yet, this movie. So I think there's some sort of tension or dread that I'm feeling, and that I finally can watch this. Because later, back in, I think, 2016, when I first started using Zavvi, which is the British kind of movie retailer, and the very infamous and kind of my corner of the boutique Blu-ray, because things would always show up either in the wrong region that they advertised, or they would show up shattered or bent. I bought a lot of steelbooks from them, and this movie I bought the steelbook of for like $35, and it showed up, and I put it into my Blu-ray, and I didn't have the right region code, and I was so pissed, because I didn't even know region coding was a thing at that point. So, with all that build-up, what movie am I talking about that I have a long history of? It is the 1979 film, very famous in just mainstream culture, the Amityville Horror, starring James Brolin, Margot Kidder, and Rob Steiger. This is the movie that for about 20 years and about a week, for the last 20 years, I have been wanting to watch this, because this was the movie that my mom wanted to watch with me, and the clerk was so adamant that I would not be able to handle it. So I can't wait to watch this and kind of document what I would have thought, because I very clearly remember him saying that. I was like, what? Very confused, but my mom was a good mom, so she kept an eye out for me. So I'm going to read the synopsis now. about what the movie is about. I generally don't know anything about the movie. I have avoided it, obviously, wanting to eventually watch it for myself. So hopefully I don't get any major spoilers, because this is such a major mainstream film. Again, most of these releases this month are MGM, major American company. So, George Lutz, his wife Kathy, and the 3 children have just moved into a beautiful and an improbably cheap Victorian mansion nestled in the sleepy coastal town of Amityville. I am gonna fuck that name up every time I say it, and I'm just going to apologize for that now. Amityville, Long Island. However, the dream home is concealing a horrific past, and soon each member of the Lutz family is plagued with increasingly strange and violent visions and impulses. Fearing for their sanity, they consult with Father Delaney, who realizes a dark supernatural presence has consumed the home and is attempting to propel the Lutz family into becoming its latest victims of unspeakable acts of violence. Okay, so that's about what I know about the movie. So I just absolutely love the cover, and especially the slip cover. This is the slickest, best looking slip cover that they have done this year, at least. I think Deadly Games is still one of my favorite slip covers, but that's aside from the point. I can't wait to watch this movie, and some of the special features that they have on here is that they have the original sound for the first time on disc. Apparently, the theatrical sound mixing for this film was totally different, so I can't wait to watch this. Let's see, a brand new making of documentary, so that's good. An archival one. There's a later interview with Josh Brolin, who I know him as the older brother in Goonies, but recently he has kind of knocked it out of the park in terms of playing really interesting villains, one of which is Thanos. I think he's the best part of those movies, but I guess this was a very early film of his, so I'm really excited to finally get into this. There's a lot of special features on this. I don't know if I will go deeply into that, because everybody knows this movie, so it would be really hard for me to kind of justify spending a lot of time telling people what they already know. This next release is another MGM film. You can see on the spine. It is Mutant Hunt. This is the movie I was talking about that I may not love this. I have a feeling this is going to be another Incredible Mounting Man, where the monster, or the mutant, is wandering the woods for 90% of the movie while scientists and military squabble over it. I really hope it isn't. I will always say that every time, because I hate those type of movies. Predator is the only one that did it right. But Mutant War is from... The slipcover was on wrong. This movie came out from 1987. Okay. I don't recognize any names on this. Absolutely nothing. The director is Tim Kincaid, who I've heard of, I think. But a good thing is that the runtime is actually 77 minutes. So... Synopsis. In the near future of 1992, 20 years ago, hey, robots have become a facet of everyday life. Dr. Z, the diabolical head of one of the country's top robotic firms, has developed a solution called Euphoron, which, when injected into his cyborgs, transform them from man's servant into impossibly strong and powerful killing machines, in an attempt by Dr. Z to take absolute power. Realizing the implications of Z's actions, Chief Robotics Engineer Paul Haynes attempts to stop the robot takeover, only to be kidnapped along with his sister Darla. I am falling asleep reading this. After achieving a dangerous step, which I'm sure is the first half of the film, Darla then enlists the help of tough-as-Gil bounty hunter Matt Riker, and the two begin a quest to destroy the murderous machines. I feel like that's like 90% of the movie's plot. They talk about escape, they talk about hunting machines, all this different stuff. But there aren't many special features on this. There's a commentary with Elizabeth Purcell. There's an interview called Mutant Maker with the special effects artist. If you want to box with a kangaroo, that's an interesting interview. It's 60 minutes too, so that's cool. I don't think I'll like this movie. I will of course give it a shot because that's what I do on this channel. I review every Vinegar Syndrome subscription title, but this is a really great slipcover, so it looks really slick. Has another melting man on the front, but we shall see. So the next movie that is in the September 2022 package is another MGM film. I don't know where the top is. It is another MGM, as I just said, but this is the film based on an Edgar Allan Poe novel, or poem, I guess. It's called Buried Alive. Really cool cover. Obviously, it's a slasher, and it takes place in a central location, the health facility. I hope this is good. This is the one where I'm like, I could love it. It's probably just okay, or at least pretty good. This is from 1989, so another late 80s horror film. Directed by Gerard Ciccone, who directed Edge of Sanity, which is on Arrow Video, I believe, on that shelf above me. Here's the synopsis. Janet has taken a job as a teacher at Ravenscroft. That's a very popular Edgar Allan Poe kind of setting that he always had in his stories. At Ravenscroft, a girls' reformed school for juvenile delinquents. Not long after arriving, Janet's dreams become plagued with haunting visions of a mysterious brick wall, coupled with the very real increases and disappearances of the facility's young pupils. While dismissed by the headmaster as nothing more than runaways, Janet is not convinced and begins investigating the history of the school and its assortment of unbalanced staff members. That story sounds awesome. I cannot wait to watch this. This sounds a lot cooler than I gave it credit for. But, oh my god. Not many special features. There are two. One is called Ginger's Antics, interview with actress Ginger Allen, who we know. I gotta look up how we know her, but I do know her. And then, Well, I Want to Be an Actor, a 19-minute interview with actor William Butler, who is another name that I recall. But yeah, wow. This one I'm a lot more excited for now. This one I thought was just going to be a kind of in the woods slasher, but nope. It's a supernatural film. This is going to be awesome. I cannot wait to see this. This is Buried Alive. The final movie of the package is one that I'm most excited for, just in terms of recent watches that I have been making. This is the film directed by Corey Yun, I believe. Clarence Fox directed The Naked Killer. This is the film starring Yuen Bu, Maggie Chung, and Yuen Wah. All high-profile martial artists. They are awesome. And this film here from 1989. Oh my god. It's all the same year. The Iceman Cometh. This movie, I know the story of. I haven't seen the movie, but I have been hearing a lot about this. There's been so much hype surrounding this movie, and I cannot wait. I love Maggie Chung. I just saw her in The Seventh Curse, and she's really great in the Wong Kar-wai film In the Mood for Love. Oh my god, she's great in that. And then Yuen Bu, of course, was one of the main stars of this great film, Righting Wrongs. So we have a star-studded cast already. And obviously, I don't have the reverse holding out. Okay, this is a very long story synopsis. That's not good to see, but Fao Sao Qing is the chief royal god during the Ming Dynasty, whose job is to protect the emperor at all costs, including with his own life. One day, Qing discovers that one of his men, Feng San, is a sadistic rapist, oh my god, with a penchant for murdering his victims by breaking their limbs. After Feng San attacks the princess and several other women, Qing is tasked by the emperor with hunting down and killing him in order to restore his own honor. However, things take an unexpected turn when the two men come face to face for a duel to the death, only to become literally frozen in time by a mythical device known only as the Wheel of Life and Death. Dang, I was hoping it would say Wheel of Time. 300 years later, in modern Hong Kong, Qing and Feng San are accidentally thawed out. Unfamiliar with his surroundings, Qing struggles to adapt to a strange new environment and soon finds himself at the mercy of an obnoxious call girl named Polly. Oh my god. While attempting to continue and search for Feng San. But little does he know that Feng San is adapting quite nicely to both the weapons and crime ridden modern world and is beginning to resume the murderous raids. Oh my god, this movie sounds awesome. But again, awesome cast. I cannot wait to watch this. This is going to be amazing. They have, I guess, only one cut of the movie, which is good, which is almost 2 hours long. I'm sure it'll be very worth it. There's a new commentary track with film historian Sam Deegan, who is a name that I know. There's a new interview with cinematographer Poon Hong Song. Warrior Prince, an interview with Yuan Bu. Nemesis, an interview with actor Yuan Hua. And then, oh my gosh, the extended 122-minute Mandarin language cut. Oh my god. So there are 2 cuts of the movie on this release. So that is really cool. This is going to be a really great month. I can already tell. Thank you all so much for watching, and please have a great rest of the week.